This is, I guess, technically the introduction or the first installment. I would consider this a review board here on this one. I'm just basically introducing myself. My name is Eric, and I really like rock music. So I'm going to be reviewing some albums that I like. Some, when they were released, not so hot, I guess, maybe to some people, to the critics, to the fans. Uh, I guess I've always said I wish I had grown up. Can't speak. Grown up in the era that a lot of these albums that came out, just to maybe experience that. I guess I had the idea if I could experience buying these in the store, like on vinyl or, when they were released, just to kind of like. The idea of it just seems really cool to me. Of course, now, that I'm a little bit older, I'm approaching mid-30s. I'm 34 in April next year. I'm lucky because I can look back and say, hey, I get to collect all these, not as they come out. I don't get to wait or wonder. I kind of know because the bands that I'm talking about are bands like Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, Kiss, Black Sabbath, to name a few, Van Halen, Motley Crue, later stuff, Skid Row, and maybe even get into some stuff like the Melvins or, stuff like that, Smashing Pumpkins, Soundgarden. I'm all over the place as far as art music. I love the originals, as I said, like Beatles and Zeppelin. Hell, the Kinks, stuff like that, Cream, Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, of course, one of my faves. But then again, I grew up late 80s, mid 90s, 90s, when I first really got into music. Of course, a lot of kids probably watched cartoons growing up. Not that I didn't, I did, I can't deny it. But my favorite cartoon was Beavis and Butthead, and as we all know, Beavis and Butthead like to add their own commentary, much as I'm doing, to music videos on MTV when they still had music, of course, back in the day. But I floated, when I was 7, 8, 9 years, 10 years old, between VH1 and MTV and Comedy Central. I love comedy as well and entertainment. I love movies, but the main thing is music for me. I want to introduce a couple albums that I just got in the mail. Been really interested in Black Sabbath, the Dio years. I just got this double disc, recently remastered, and I realized today, opening it up, that it was actually redone last year in 2019. As you see, you've got a little bit more than the regular. I think it comes with 10 songs. You've got an extra disc of 9, a couple live things, B-sides, some edited stuff, single edits and stuff like that, and of course Time Machine that was on Wayne's World. But stuff like this is stuff that I really want to review and kind of like give my opinion and my take on, because as you see, there's a lot of stuff in here. It's cool. Of course, it comes with a booklet with the history and kind of like what was going on during that album, and some like sleeves of the albums released around the world and in different countries, and some of the tour stuff information. But then again, it's not all just old stuff too. Like I said, you have artists like this one. I just bought this weekend. Love Smashing Pumpkins, one of my favorite bands, Billy Corgan. I'm a drummer myself, and so, Jimmy Chamberlain, dude, one of my faves. However, Sabbath is no longer with us as a band, as we know, especially with Ronnie. There's no hope because Ronnie James Dio has passed. But you have bands like Smashing Pumpkins, who still put out very current and good material. Alice in Chains. So look forward to seeing you around. Subscribe. Have a good night.